welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie. So here in the UK we have two big cheer competitions coming up, which means lots of extra practice, and I am going to both of them. So I figured it would be really fun to do a Q&A, all cheer related. So I asked you guys over on Instagram to send me in some questions, and you sent a ton, so I think we need to crack on and answer some questions. Also, I have a really fun tumble video coming up for you guys soon, so I mean, you totally want to know when that comes out, so you should totally subscribe. Did that sell it to you? Did I sell you to subscribe? Probably not. Let's crack on with the video. Okay, so question number one I got from quite a few people, and that is, what is your favourite stunt to do versus what is your favourite stunt to watch? So, my favourite stunt to do, if I'm flying it, then it would definitely be partner stunting. I love partner stunting. I haven't done it that much, but what I have done of it, I really love. And I feel more confident in the air when I'm partner stunting than with like a proper stunt group underneath me. I don't know, I'm weird, I know. And my favourite stunt to base would probably be like fill-ups to extension. And then to watch, I love partner stunting with like rewinds up and stuff like that. I think that's really cool to watch, and I wish I could do that. So question number two I also got from quite a lot of people, and that is, what is my favourite stretch? I probably have two favourite stretches. One is for my back and one is for my splits, because they're the places I like to stretch. And for my back, it's probably just like the seal one where you seal it up. And for splits, is probably where you sit in a herky position and you just like lie into it. I really like that one. I find it super comfortable as well. Question number three comes from Holly. It is a great question, and that is, have you ever thought about giving up cheer, and if so, what got you through it? I don't think I've ever like seriously considered giving up cheer, because I love it far too much. It is literally my life. However, I probably have, like, when I've got frustrated at a tumble that I can't get and I keep practicing it, or a stunt that's not hitting and I keep practicing it, and I've probably like briefly thought, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be doing this. I can't do this. All of those kind of questions, and I'm just like, I'm done. But I just try and remember that everything takes time. Nothing in cheer is normal and just can go like, you know, get just like that. So I try and remember that, and I will also walk away from whatever it is that I'm getting frustrated at. So if it's a tumble pass that I can't do, I'll walk away from it. I will clear my head by getting some water and doing something else. Number four comes from Amy, and that is, would you rather be point jumps or point dance? And I think I would rather be point dance. I am not like an amazing dancer, and I take a while to like process dance. Jumps, like, I always get the arms sharp, but the legs just never want to go up. Five is quite similar. It's, have you ever been last pass or point for something? I have never been point for something. Oh, mate, actually no, I have for stunts. I've had point stunt before, but I have never been last pass, I don't think. This question comes from Holly, and it has to be my favourite question that I received, hands down, and that is, any advice to have confidence in yourself whilst you do cheer? And I think that's a really good question, because part of cheer is you just have to have confidence, because you just have to go through a lot of stuff. And as you get older, confidence is harder to keep or maintain, or even get if you come into it late like I did, because when you're a kid you just don't care. But I just try and tell myself that I might not be as good as someone else, but I'm better than I was last practice. And to me, that shows that I have made progress. I think a great idea is to video things, so I always try and video my tumbling each week so that I can just see my progress each week. Yes, I have bad weeks, and then I have an amazing week. So I just try and focus on that. I just do things like thinking to myself that, you know, I never thought I would be where I am now when I first started cheer, and someone who has just started cheer, who is a little girl, is looking up to you because they want to be able to do what you can do. You're better than you were, and that's progress, so that should give you confidence that you are improving, regardless of how fast or how slow. Everyone progresses at different rates. And to be honest, I've learned, especially with things like dance where you just have to go for it, is the people that just go for it and give all their face expressions and are sharp and stuff, they look better anyway. So what have you got to lose in just going for it, because you're gonna look amazing. So just do your thing, honey. That was weird. So the next question comes from Maisie, and that is, what are your favourite pair of Nike Pros? Now I have to put my hands up and say I'm not a massive Nike Pro lover, which I know for a cheerleader is woohoo, insane. I like the idea of Nike Pros, I just don't like how the brand itself fits. I used to, and my favourite pair that I do sometimes still wear are these army ones. I really like these ones. They're probably my most comfortable ones. I just find that sometimes for my body personally, Nike Pros kind of squeeze and push all the bumps and lumps out that I maybe don't want them to. And they ride up your hoo-has and your doo-dahs, and I mean, nobody wants to see down there. So this next question I got from quite a lot of people, and that is, what is your dream team? Now I have a few depending on where in the world I am, but if we're in England, I would love to be on Team England Paracheer. I mean, I would love to be on Team England all girl, but Team England Paracheer is just kind of what I always say and how I always feel in terms of anything is possible. It's just finding a way around it and getting over the obstacles. So Team England Paracheer is definitely my dream team right now, one day. And then moving over to like America or Canada, if I was in Canada it would definitely be Great White Sharks. Oh my god, I would love to be on that team, or even just like train with them for a day, honestly, like yes please. Favourite celebrity, now I think I've talked about this before, but it would definitely be Janae Cruz, and I've met her and she is absolutely lovely. I still occasionally get to talk to her on like Instagram and stuff. She is so lovely. She's such a good teacher as well, and I look up to her because she is diabetic, as some of you may or may not know, but she has been told in the past, you know, that you shouldn't be doing cheer and stuff because of your diabetes, and she's like, screw my health, I will look after my health, but it ain't getting in my way of doing cheer. So she's carried on, and she is a world champion, a numerous time world champion, and yeah, I really look up to her for just pushing through, getting through that obstacle, finding ways to manage it and not giving up, and now helping and inspiring other people. So definitely be Janae Cruz. Love that girl. She is such a nice person, and I'm so grateful that I got to meet her and I got to have her teach me in tumbling. This last question comes from Ellie May, and I really love this question actually. It's a two-part question, and that is A, what got you into cheer in the first place, and part B is, what has cheer taught you that you can use in life? So the answer to the part one of why I got into cheer, I actually wanted to get into cheer about 5 or 6 years previous to when I did. It just never worked out. And then I got really sick, as a lot of you will know, and I just kind of gave up on life. I thought, you know, that was it, I could never do anything. I was still obsessed with watching cheer videos. I had been since I was about 14, and I just would watch like cheer routines, tumble videos, stunt videos, and I just loved it, and I wanted to be able to do it, and I thought it looked so cool. And so one day I was just like, do you know what, this health thing is my reality now, but I don't want to let it win. I want to do something that I want to do, and it's taken over so much of my life that screw it, I'm doing it. And I actually started cheerleading when I had a feeding tube, like one of the ones out your nose, an NJ tube. I actually had a feeding tube when I started cheer, and my team was I was so lucky that they took me in. They were so kind. I didn't, you know, get looked at weirdly for having a tube. Everyone was so nice, and you know, they'd ask questions and they'd want to know and they'd want to understand and want to help. And for the part two of what I have learnt from cheer that I can use in life, I think is just nothing comes easy, but you have to fight, and it is worth it. And I mean, I was always stubborn anyway. I'm a Taurus, I'm May baby, so I'm a stubborn old cow, and I'm proud. But I guess just from cheer is, when you start cheer, you realise that nothing is easy. All these tumble skills, stunting skills, jumping, stretches that, you know, people make look so easy when you watch a routine, actually isn't easy at all. You know, none of this stuff that people are working hard for to get world champion titles, to get national champions, none of it is easy. But when you have a support around you and you work hard for something and you're passionate about it and you don't give up, no matter how frustrated you get, you're gonna get far. There's always a way. It just takes time and like tweaking things and finding ways that work for you. So yeah. Well, that is all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. That was so many amazing questions. I'm sorry if I didn't get around to your question. I actually got a ton, which I am so shocked about, but so grateful that you want to, you know, get involved. And if you do have any more questions, be sure to leave them below or on my social media, and maybe I'll do another Q&A. If you are going to JamFest Liverpool or Future Cheer Bournemouth, I would love to see you guys. I am there for the weekend. And of course, I will be vlogging my whole weekend for both competitions. So lots of cheer videos coming up soon in the next month and a half. And if you are going, comment below which division and which team you were on. And who knows, maybe I'll see you there. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And right up in that corner, I'm going to leave the link to my last video, which I think you will enjoy. And right down there, I'm going to leave a video to one of my last cheer vlogs. Maybe for JamFest Europe, because that is the first competition coming up. So until next time, keep watching, stay strong and stay safe. Bye guys!